the liberated being wants to be in whatever circumstances necessary to help as many people as possible, and to the highest degree possible. Mm-hmm.
I feel like the answer to this might be super obvious, but maybe not. So for those people who are not liberated, but who do actually want to do nothing but help people of humanity, what is the best thing for them to do to get to that point?
To the point of liberation, or to the point of helping humanity?
Both, right? So like purely not doing it for self-interest, but doing it.
In fact, let's deal with it in this progression. Helping humanity versus liberation, as, let's say, a two-step sort of thing. As far as bringing themselves to the point where they not only want to, but can help humanity as much as possible, that also is a two-step thing. First of all, they have to make themselves the sort of person who can fulfill their desire. See, there are people who want to help humanity, and that's their desire, but are they the person to fit that bill?
Right.
So first of all, they need to make themselves the sort of person who can do that. So this is why you see any, let's say, great person in history. It doesn't even have to be some yogi or liberated being. It can just be, some good person in history who wanted to do something great for humanity. It's rare that you'll find a person who didn't first develop themselves, who didn't first get an education, learn about the world, make themselves into a person of virtue, etc., etc. That's the first thing that a person does. And then once they have that fulfilled, then it's kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy. The way that you then give yourself to humanity is you give yourself to humanity and perfect that. Practice that and perfect that as much as possible. So you want to help people. First of all, you truly want to help people. If a person truly wants to help people, first indeed you help yourself. You reform yourself. You make yourself strong. You make yourself disciplined. You make yourself wise. You understand what is the nature of the world. You understand all the practical things. You know literally all the practical things, especially today. We're talking about 2018. Let's not make this too abstract. 2018, what does that mean? Oh, you have to learn management. You have to learn how to manage people. You have to learn how to handle money. You have to learn how to get your message out. You have to learn all these practical things. Once you learn that, first of all, if you're not willing to do that, then that means that you're saying, oh, I want to help humanity was a lie to begin with. You want to truly help humanity, then you will do what is necessary to help humanity, and that means that you don't help humanity right now. First, you learn. First, you grow. First, you get stronger. First, you're focused on yourself. Because you understand that once you do that, then when you throw yourself into helping humanity, you will really be equipped to help humanity. So if you're sincere, first you do that. You focus on you. Then, once you have built yourself to the point where now you truly can do something, now you throw yourself into it. And you learn by practice, and you grow by practice, and you do by doing. And this is what separates, again, the theoretical idealist from the person of action who actually will be remembered in history. See, the people who are remembered in history were not the people who really, really meant well, but they didn't do anything. We don't know their names. We never will. They don't deserve to have their name known. They really meant well, but they didn't do anything. Instead, the people who are remembered are the people who, again, first, having developed themselves, then they throw themselves into their mission. They truly help humanity. They do. In whatever that field is. What was that nurse? Florence Nightingale? Was that her name?
Yes.
Yeah, famous nurse. Whether it's Florence Nightingale helping patients, giving of herself selflessly, whether it's a spiritual leader, spiritual teacher, giving of himself to help to liberate people, whether it's just any sort of leader of a people, At that point you do. You throw yourself into the actual helping of people. But again, this is the two-tiered process. First, if you really mean it, again, I'll make this personal. My guru told me to be a guru in 1986 when I was in India. First thing I realized, you see, I could have done the tremendous mistake. Oh my Lord, it would have been a very big mistake. When he told me that in 1986, I could have made the big mistake of coming back to America and starting to try to teach satsangs immediately. And, I am a guru now. And yes, you must listen to what I say. My guru said I'm a guru, so you have to... yeah. That would not have worked. I would not be here today. God knows what would have happened to me. Instead, somehow God gave me the wisdom. All right, my guru gave me a mission. And I immediately realized, what's the first thing that I have to do? Not open my mouth. Not teach. Not write anything. Not organize anything. I need to focus on me. I need to make myself the sort of person who's ready for this mission. So the first thing that I did was, I lived in New York City for all of my life. First thing I did was I left New York City, I went to Puerto Rico, and I did 8 months of austerity. I tortured myself for 8 months. And I said to myself, all right, I'm a person who is not educated, I'm going to get a PhD. No, not a bachelor's degree, no, I'm going to get a PhD. And on and on. I realized first I need to make myself the sort of person who can fulfill my guru's mission, and when I am ready, then I fulfill my guru's order to me. So this is why, two-tiered. First, you focus on developing yourself as much as possible, then you give yourself to others. Always be careful of those individuals who, of course, they don't focus on themselves first. They don't make themselves strong and humble and wise. And instead, oh yes, I'm a person with all these faults, all these problems. I can't even tie my own shoelaces, but I'm on a mission to save the world. Those people, I'm going to just state this. Those people are poison. Those people are going to do harm. Those are the people who have no knowledge. Those are, to state it politically, those are the social justice warriors. Those are people who are 19 years old. They couldn't tell you who won World War II. They know nothing about the world. They have no education, no knowledge. But I know enough to know what's right and what's wrong, and I'm going to hurl my body out there and change the world. No, you're not. You're going to hurt your body and you're going to hurt everyone else. Because you didn't focus on yourself first. Be quiet. You want to change the world? You want to be an idealist? Shut your mouth. Get an education. And that doesn't even mean necessarily going to college. It means educate yourself for a very long time about history, about politics, about the world, about human behavior, about human motivation, about everything of importance. It means you're going to change the world what? For the better or the worse? For the better, then that means that you must be a virtuous person because good does not come from evil. You will create good in the world if you are good. So, are you a virtuous person? Look at yourself. No, really look at yourself. If you're not a virtuous person, make yourself a virtuous person first. And on in this way. How old are you again? What? You're 18, 19? You want to change the world? You really want to change the world? Are you willing to wait until you're 30? Do you want to change the world so badly that you are willing to have the patience to wait till you're 30 before you even open your mouth? If it will ensure that when you do open your mouth, you will change the world for the better. Do you have that patience? If not, you're only going to make the world worse. So first, we work on ourselves. We make ourselves wise and patient and virtuous. And then, when we're ready, we'll know. We will be told. Not because of some passionate instinct that just comes from our emotions. It will be made clear to us, now you are ready to help others. Does that make sense? And does that answer your question?
I don't remember what my question was.
Does it satisfy your inquiry?
Yes.